Today we're gonna go over tethering your camera to your computer using Lightroom Classic. Now it's super simple, but this is the updated version from my previous video. So this is Lightroom Tethering 2026. Let's get started. My name is Will, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going over tethering your camera to computers. This has been updated quite a lot since my previous video, so Lightroom Classic supports a lot more cameras and it's a smoother action and it's just an easier thing to do these days. Now, you cannot do tethering yet with Lightroom Cloud version. This is very important. So if you're using Lightroom Cloud, you can't use tethering. If you're using Lightroom Classic, you can use tethering. I don't know if they'll ever update that, but that's where we're at today. Now, with me right now is my friend Ella. She is going to be our model, so it looks, like I'm actually taking pictures of people through the tether. But so she doesn't have to stand there awkwardly, we're going to let her go get ready as she is, and we'll bring her back on when we're ready to tether. Now, for everybody who doesn't know what tethering is, I've said it a few times, it's simply connecting your camera to your computer. So when you take a picture, it populates in Lightroom. You can add edits immediately and you can adjust the lighting and it makes you look super professional because it is a live action of your photo shoot. Now, the things that you're going to need is you're going to need obviously a computer. I use an Apple, but any computer will work. You also need a camera because otherwise you can't tether the camera if you don't have the camera. You're also going to need a Adobe subscription for Lightroom Classic, again, Lightroom Classic, and you're gonna need a tether cable. So today I got a $30 cable and a $70 cable because I look at it this way. If you're bitching about a $50 cable and you're using $1,000 cameras, you need to find something better to bitch about. You want a quality cable. What I had before was an extension, and many people told me that and made fun of me, which was totally fine because I don't actually mind. So I got these two cables. I've tested them both already. They both work amazing. Also, we are going to be shooting on the R6 Mark II, which was a question for a lot of people, and now it is updated and works totally fine. Now you can save your photos to pretty much anywhere once you set up the tethering. I save them to the SanDisk solid state hard drives. I use a ton of these, absolutely love them, and I like to save them directly to my SanDisk hard drive upon capture because it saves time for me to transfer. Now, I did get the question about it saving to an SD card as well. From all of my experiences and everything that I've done, when I take a picture, it saves it to the SD card and it saves it to the SanDisk hard drive. I haven't found a setting that either changes or eliminates that. So this is just how it's gonna be. This is the cable we're gonna be using. We're gonna be using the $70 one. I'll link the $70 cable and the $30 cable in the description so you can check them both out. These are USB-Cs. I got another comment, funny enough, on my last video about showing close-ups of the connections. They're USB-Cs. Just type it in and search for it. But here's a close-up for you, just in case. So with this particular tether cable, and actually the other one as well, this one's kind of cool because if you look on this, you actually have a camera signal, which tells you that's the side that goes into the camera. So R6 Mark II, it's gonna clip right into there. And then this side is going to clip right into your computer, into your USB-C port. Beautiful. We are recording. So make sure your camera is on, which it is. And when you plug it in, you might get the screen that shows the computer and the battery symbol. If you get this, this means you just haven't set up the tether yet. So go into Lightroom, go to File, go to Tether Capture, and start Tether. Now you'll get this screen here, which is your setup menu. So you're gonna name your studio session, whatever it is, click here and you can find how you want the file name to be coordinated or organized. I just usually do session name by sequence, which means studio session -1 or however you want to number them. And then start number 10, you can put it at 1. However, I've done a few test shots, so there is already 1 through 9. Then you can choose the destination of where you want it. I've already chosen this folder here. When you create this folder, it will create a subfolder inside it. So you don't need to create tons of folders, just create the one and then press choose. And then down here is kind of cool. You can actually add keywords. So here, metadata, I've already gotten a bunch of presets of keywords. So I'm going to just put photo general, which automatically will put in the metadata, the backend, keywords that I've predetermined. And if you're not sure how to do this, I cover exactly this feature in my Lightroom Master of Editing course, which you can check out. I'll link in the description. Once you have all your features situated, we're gonna press OK. It'll detect the camera, and that screen with the computer will go away, and you will get your live view on the back of your camera back. Now, this is obviously the R6 Mark II. You'll notice on your screen, it'll say what the camera is, and you'll have many different options. Live. This was another comment that people were asking. Can you do live view? If you click this, it will open another screen where you can see the live view of the camera. Now, I don't particularly like doing this because it's extremely slow, but if you want, you can use this. Go ahead and close this. Now, you can change your settings here. You can also add a developed setting. So let's go ahead and get Ella back in. She's slacking off over here. The only reason we have her in this video is because she's gonna be way prettier on the thumbnail than I was last time. What? She left prepared and came back unprepared. It's good stuff. Okay, so we're gonna do none for the preset here, and we're gonna go ahead and take a shot. Here we go. Flash didn't go off. Let's go ahead and turn this flash on, but the photo came up. It's just really, really dark. So here we go. Try it again. Beautiful. And there's our photo. Now, seeing it on the computer, you can tell that the highlights are a little bright. So we're just gonna raise the f-stop to 7.1. Actually, let's do 6.3 and raise it to 1/125th of a second. You'll notice that the settings update on the camera screen, and we'll take another shot. You'll notice Ella rocking her beautiful What the F custom hoodie by me. And if you wanna get one of your own, check out the link in the description. Now we do our whole shoot, and you'll notice as I fire off the different shots, it populates right into the camera, into the computer, into this thing that is sitting in front of me. Now, like I said, I've already tested both of the cables, and both work totally fine. The difference, the orange one, the Tether Pro, is 10 gigabyte transfer, and the, what is it called? Yam Cowl, that's a great name, is only 5 gigabytes of transfer. So the speed is going to be different. I didn't particularly notice a major difference when I was testing them out. The Wi-Fi, I tested with both, and whether the Wi-Fi was on or off, it didn't affect it. Now, there are going to be certain cameras that aren't supported yet. If you want to check those out, I'll put a list from Adobe in the description, which will go over the list of cameras that are supported in Lightroom Classic. But other than that, it's very, very simple to set up. If you have any other questions or problems, please comment below and let me know. I hope this was helpful, the nice updated 2026 video. So go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Now we take a picture of you holding cables. It's gonna be thrilling, I know, just wait. I hope you're excited about this. I think you are.